I want to say to my friend Christopher Scalia, if you're listening, Father Paul Scalia, last night at the American Legislative Exchange Council, they gave a Scalia Award, and they gave it to my next guest, Missouri Senator Nick Schroer. Senator, that was quite an award. They spent a lot of time talking about where it came from and what it honors, and then you and I were seated next to each other. We talked a little bit. It meant a lot to you. Why?
Well, it really did. I'm the first member of my family to go to college, and then I went on to law school. And it was Scalia in con law when we started evaluating a lot of these cases and his dissent, the originalism approach to interpreting these laws, that kind of inspired me to get involved in not necessarily the political game, but the law school Republicans. I got involved in them, got involved in the Federalist Society, and by my third year I was elected president. And when I decided to finally run, when I was fed up with the system of state government back in Missouri, it was the same year he passed away. And it's always been something where he stood on what he truly believes in, which I firmly believe is the truth. It's the best option of interpreting our Constitution, but just being a fighter. And if you have to be out there on an island by yourself, and that's kind of what I've done when I was in the House and now in the Senate in the state of Missouri, is just fighting for the truth and fighting for restoring the true intent of our founders.
Now, you're practicing, so that's good, and you're legislating, so that's good. Do you ever want to be a judge?
You know, not right now. Not right now. I've got two young ones. I'm helping a lot of good clients out right now. I've done business law. I'm now doing personal injury law. I've done family law, and that kind of prepared me for the craziness of the Missouri Capitol.
I've never had the courage to do family law.
I would say stay away from it. Yeah. Stay far away from it. It's kind of like what I tell people wanting to get in politics. Just be prepared for the fight.
And so, plaintiff's work, which city are you in?
St. Louis area.
Okay.
So a lot of different counties around that side of the state of Missouri, and a little bit of work in southern Illinois as well.
Tell me a little bit about how much time you have to spend legislating, how much time you have to spend practicing law, and how, when you've got a trial date, you can make that work.
So in the state of Missouri, we've got legislative continuances. This is something that goes a long time back. So if you are actively in session or a special session, all you have to do is just file a motion for a legislative continuance, and the judge has to grant that. But our sessions go from January through May, typically Monday through Thursday. There is a lot of downtime, especially with the unfettered filibuster in the Missouri Senate, which happens a lot over the past couple of years. You can, spend some of that downtime or in the evenings working on some of these cases as well.
Now, Senator Hawley and his wonderful wife, extraordinary lawyers, they've been on the program. Senator Schmidt comes on often. Senator Schmidt pretends that Missouri's in the SEC, and I tell him I really did not know that. And so, did you know that?
Well, yeah. Compared to all the other schools that are in there, we've done pretty good since we came in. I think we were the SEC champs in our division when we first came in. Coach Drankwitz has done a great job recruiting, so I think there is some hope to put us on the map with some of the Alabama and others over the next couple of years.
It's kind of like deciding to fight in the heavyweight if you've been down in the lightweight for a little bit, but that's good. Tell me a little bit about.
We're still punching, though.
What do you want to get done? Well, let's first talk about what you did get done. You got rid of the state equivalent of Chevron deference.
Correct.
How?
Well, we basically did what the decision when they repealed it. We did that on the state level by saying that the three branches of government, there's not a fourth one, there's not this bureaucratic state, and we clearly defined that all of these challenges must be on a de novo basis rather than simply siding with the bureaucrats. Ended up getting Democrats to vote for it as well, because they understood if the pendulum ever swings back and the Democrats are going to be in the political offices, you could have some out-of-control bureaucrats that have a conservative swing.
Now, when you're called an ALEC policy champion, what does that mean?
Well, it's a big deal to me because this is something that we saw other states doing. In the Show Me State, we typically have to look at what others are doing. I hate that. But I think we were the fourth state that ended up getting rid of the state equivalent of Chevron. And this is a policy issue that we took up a couple of years ago. We've been discussing this even before Chevron was overturned. But this is restoring the balance of government, restoring the three branches of government, getting rid of all these extracurricular fourth branches, fifth branches, quasi-judicial or quasi branches that you have with the bureaucratic state.
Now, I've asked no other guest this, but you're the first one in your family to go to school.
Correct.
College. What's your family story? Were they Missourians for a long time?
Yeah, my grandpa, he came here, grew up as a farmer in Illinois, came here, went to World War II, joined the Army Air Corps, turned into the Air Force, came back, worked for McDonnell Douglas for a while. My dad is a auto body mechanic type of guy, works on cars. When they started computer stuff, he just did auto body. My mom worked for the post office, and I would hear stories about how inefficient the government getting involved in the mail was. But essentially, I went on to college. I had the opportunity to go into the military. Both of my grandpas, the one who I was very close with, Art Schroer, convinced me, as did my other grandpa, who was a Marine Corps sniper in Korea. They said, look, you're the first one getting scholarship opportunities to play football. And I went from there. And my eyes kind of opened in college.
Are you a Marine?
I'm not. I decided not to go.
Okay, I was going to say, I would have picked that up last night because I'm married to a Marine Corps brat.
Yeah, but I had an Air Force and a Marine Corps grandpa both telling me, get your butt in school. You're the first one that actually has the opportunity to. Went on to law school thereafter. And you know, I've got 2 little girls right now, and seeing what's happening, I saw the last guest talking about DEI and secondary education, things of that nature.
We fixed that in Ohio. I don't know if you've got that.
We need to fix it in
Missouri.
I know that there was a executive order, but they're still renaming it and doing other magical things to try and influence our kids. But that's why I'm fighting the fight that I am now in politics. I could be out there making a heck of a lot more money than what we're getting paid in the state of Missouri. But the fight is something that truly is impactful because of my kids and hopefully my grandkids.
You know, Missouri used to be, Jim Talent's a friend of the program, so we like Jim Talent.
Love
and
Jim
you had
Talent.
Claire McCaskill for a long time.
Don't
so
like Claire
went,
McCaskill.
Went off the boards. Then it's become a ruby red state. What happened?
Well, I think the elected officials started listening to the people, at least on the statewide basis and in the federal government as well. It took a while for our supermajority Republican Party to start doing that. It took us a while to change the initiative petition process in our state to go to a 7-1 map. And, you know, thanks to the new leadership that we have working with the administration, our Governor Kehoe is able to change that to a 7-1 map. But, you know, I think—
Is that for this election cycle?
That is, and it's being challenged. So there's some data or signature collectors out there trying to get data from people. They've challenged it in several other states with this same exact group. So we're hoping they don't get the signatures.
That's Eric Holder's group.
That
and,
is,
and
100%.
they're very good at making up stuff. So have you won yet? Have you got a decision from the 3-judge panel?
We have not. We have not. So that's what we're going to be holding out for. But I know still with the signature gathering, there's a lot of extracurriculars, some criminal activity that's being alleged, and a lot of whistleblowers, a lot of grassroots folks are following these people around and recording them. So it's a 50-50 shot that they're going to have because, as you stated, they're very good at doing this. They're very good at lying. They're very good at deceiving people. But we're very good at keeping a watchful eye on them right now.
So if the map goes to 7-1, how many seats do we pick up? We being the Republicans.
We would pick up one. We'd pick up one. And
everyone counts. Could be a one-house seat.
That's exactly
could be a
it.
one vote.
And we saw with the speaker's debacle a couple of years ago when there was a tie, that one vote could have absolutely decided it.
Absolutely. I want to, again, the Scalia Award winner is Senator Nick Schroer. Did I say that right?
You did.
I did. And Senator, where's your district?
It's in St. Charles County. It's the safest county right outside of St. Louis.
Okay, so I got a big stick in St. Louis. I hope they're listening tonight. Thank you, Senator, for joining me. Don't